out of everyone on Maths, the person who makes me laugh the most, and I've only just found this out recently, is Matt. I was watching his Instagram, and he's a good time guy. He really is.
I always said that. You know,
yeah, you did.
From the first time
Yeah,
you
you
did the
did.
chicken twisty joke,
Yep.
I always knew his personality, we'd get along really well.
Yeah, you said that, didn't you? Yeah.
Always, because he's always just, he does those sorts of...
He's so
I'm into that
easygoing.
weird, that kind of personality. It's just,
Yeah.
I always thought he was a funny guy.
Yeah, but he just makes, I'm watching him and I'm smiling. He makes me smile. He hasn't got a bad word to say about anyone, but I'm surprised that out of everyone, because he loves everyone, that Mitch and him are the closest. Mitch and him, it just doesn't make sense. And he's also saying that Olivia...
I think he seems come across as a personality that he would get along with anyone.
Yeah, anyone,
I feel like he could be friends with all the people there, really.
Oh, he said he is. He said he's friends with everyone, but his favourite is Mitch. Mitch of all people. But he also said that Olivia got a bad edit. Now, when Matt is saying this, and I don't know if Matt just says a positive thing about everyone, but when Matt is saying this, I'm kind of listening. Like, I know Olivia is Olivia, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't think Olivia, and I've always said this, I know everyone's disagreed with me, is as bad as Tamara. And it's just lately that everyone's starting to see Tamara's true personality and how she rang up and abused.
When you were watching the show, and as well with me, Tamara didn't come across as bad on the show. Like, during the actual maths. It's not until afterwards that I feel like you see more of her.
Just remember, Olivia didn't do the phone call to So Dramatic. Tamara did.
Exactly. So
Olivia wasn't involved with that.
The personality of Tamara.
And I got that from Tamara from day one. Tamara and myself would not get along. She is someone that I would butt heads with so easy. I just would. I don't like what she stands for. Yeah, can you see that?
Yeah.
I don't like what she stands for or who she is. And she's just, the big boss on campus.
She came across kind of snobby to me and everything, and I wouldn't be friends with her. But I didn't.
You would tolerate her
as much as you. Until
I didn't like her.
The whole phone call and seeing what her true colours are. You know?
I know I wouldn't like Olivia, but I know I could tolerate Olivia more than Tamara because Tamara just doesn't let things go. Either does Olivia, but Tamara makes it known. Like she is so, she looks at you so bitchy, and I don't like that. You know what I mean?
Kind of both are. It's just Olivia. Well, Olivia did.
This was supposed to be a positive. Accidentally bumped the camera, so because it was supposed to be a positive video.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be about them.
No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be about Matt and how positive.
About Olivia and again.
And it was supposed to be how positive Matt is as a person. He is so positive and doesn't
he
drag
is.
anyone down. And he was just saying that the person that he would date, out of everyone and who he found most attractive, was good old Selena.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I don't know what it is. And he said a lot of positive about Dom as well, and I'll put that up as well so you can hear that. But I don't know, watching him made me smile.
Yeah, because he's just a nice bloke and,
Yeah. He mentioned his chicken twisties a few times, I put something up about Matt because he just lights up the camera and he's just down to earth. And why not? I haven't talked about Matt. I haven't mentioned Matt, and I think I should. So here's good old Matty.
With vigour and with honesty. But whatever you do, don't ask how big my chicken twisty is. No one will ever know.
Kate and I do stay in touch, a text message here or there. I wouldn't say we're the best of friends, but we're very respectful, we're very mature, and she's actually a very sweet girl, and if you get to know her, she's pretty funny. Not yet, Michelle, but give it a few of these and a few of these. It could be a big night. Well, thank you, Sophie Banana Juice. Love the handle. I felt like Domenica's apology after the glass smashing incident was from the heart, it was poised. And I just felt like people they weren't seeing the genuineness that was coming out in Domenica at the time. And we kind of didn't get the full picture until we reached the reunion stage and we saw the footage for the first time, and I suppose the real story came out. And looking back on it and watching the episodes, it caused a real big divide in the group, and even now there seems to be a divide where it's Team Dong versus Team Olivia. They're both incredible women. I have a good friendship with both of them, and I just wish that we could all just get along really well and just treat what happened on the show stays on the show, but there just still seems to be a divide amongst our mates, and it's time to stop. I like to think that I'm still mates with everyone that I met on the show. I never had an issue with anyone. Sure, I caused a few headaches on that final night in question where I got a little bit tipsy and annoyed a few people, but amongst the boys, I'm close to Mitch. He lives pretty close to me, and we've had a few big nights out. Caught up with Dion on the yachts. Al, Cody and Jackson have flown up from Brisbane to see me, and I've gone down to see them. And then I did the Fitzy and Whipper thing not that long ago. Caught up with Jack and Dom and Brent and Al and Holly and Alla and Selena. So I tend to be a bit of a Switzerland sort of guy amongst the group, and I'm still close with a lot of Jodes. I'd like to think that sales have gone up, because if they haven't gone up, then the marketing team at Smiths need to do something. They need to employ me as their ambassador. Well, thank you for all the messages about whether I have been dating since the show and whether I've found love. It really means a lot. So all the support and genuineness that I see from my followers is appreciated. So have I been dating? Yes, I have. I enjoy dating, if I be honest with you. I enjoy meeting new people and going out and trying different restaurants. And I have been dating since the show. Without doubt, one of the biggest talking points that MAF Season 9 created was how Olivia was portrayed on the show when we watched all the episodes back. And I can tell you it's a different story than what you see in real life. And sure, I get it. I watched the episodes. I saw that they made Olivia out to be the biggest villain possibly that MAFS has ever seen. But I can tell you, when you're on the show and when you walked away from it, that wasn't how it went down. And I'm not here to defend Olivia. What she said, and what she did, she did. She may have got a bad edit, absolutely, but they only show about 3% of what actually happens. And I can tell you, Olivia really is a sweet girl. I don't want to talk too much about it. She's copped a lot since filming finished. She looked after me when I stayed down with Olivia and Jackson not that long ago. She's sweet, she's kind, and she's funny. Yeah, I like this question because you walk away from filming not knowing how you're going to be portrayed when the episodes are shown. Yes, I gave it my all. I'm a genuine guy. I did everything possible for the relationship, but I felt like they possibly had enough ammunition to turn things around against me, so I was a little bit worried watching it back. I gave Kate the ick on night one. I had a big night out towards the end of the show, and I just felt like maybe the producers wanted to turn me into some kind of mini villain, but I mean, I really only stuff up twice. The wedding night probably wasn't the best look, and then I overcooked it towards the end, but all in all, I was myself. Genuinely wanted to fall in love, and I think the majority of people go on this series for that. But what you saw on the show was 100% me. My work colleagues watch it back, my family and friends, they've all said that what you saw really was me. A jitterbug. A jitterbug. So wake me up before you go. Thank you so much. That's really beautiful of you to say. Being a foster carer is incredibly special, and I thoroughly encourage anybody even considering it to do it. It can be extremely challenging at times, but it is unbelievably rewarding. And if you've got any spare time and if you've got space in the house to look after kids, I encourage you to open up your home. Actually, this is a good question. This is a question I ask my mates, and if anybody has the answer, can you let me know? Who owns the World Bank? When Australia has a debt of 50 billion, who do we owe it to? This is going to shock you. This is really going to shock you. I'm letting out a big secret here. I have never seen The Notebook. Ever. Never seen it. Not once. I will answer it by saying who do I think is the most gorgeous from season 9, and it's Selena. She's gorgeous, she's funny, she's kind, and she deserves the best. I'm a sucker for all the reality TV, Farmer Wants a Wife, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Love Island, but these two girls are my favourite Bachelor girls ever. I would do maths again in a heartbeat. If the producers rang me today and said, Matt, we want you again for next season, I'll be there in a heartbeat. I had the time of my life, met some amazing people. I think I'm lucky to walk away from doing maths with a bunch of really good friends. But if I had to choose one bestie, he might be Wigan, bruh. Are you Wigan, bruh? But Mitch is a pretty good bloke, and we do have a very good time. Sorry, I've got one more. I know that I have defended Olivia a bit tonight, but it's only natural for me to do so because I have seen more of Olivia since the filming of the show. I hang out with Jackson quite a bit, up here on Brisbane, the Gold Coast, Central Coast and Sydney. So it's only normal for me to back up a friend when I know that Australia has not seen the real them. And that's Olivia. But I also want to say this about Domenica. She is amazing. Domenica is someone special. There were times throughout the show when Kate was feeling a bit down and she needed a bit of support, and the first person there for her was Dom. And there were nights when we would get a knock on the door and we would think it was the producers. But no, it was Dom in her pajamas and in her slippers with a cupcake or with a cheesy mite scroll. She loves baking and she would always make more than what she needed. And the first people that she would think of were the other participants. She was always putting other people first. She was always helping out others. She was always there to lend an ear, and she was great to have a chat with. But unfortunately, in this environment, people are going to clash. And that person that she clashed with was Olivia. And it caused a massive divide within the group. Since the retreat, it was pretty much, do you support Dom or do you support Olivia? And there was only a few people that sat in the middle. I supported Dom when she gave her apology. I supported Dom at the dinner party. But it doesn't mean that I don't support Olivia as well. What I'm saying is that the Australian public did not see the real Olivia during the show. I have seen it, and many others have seen it since. She's a sweet person. But Domenica is too! Why can't we just all love each other? We were divorced before I went on the show. I wish her well. We had an amicable split and very respectful, and I hope she is going well. I've had a couple of these questions. I don't think age is ever an issue when it comes to love. My ex-wife was a bit older than me, and I've dated girls that are a lot younger than me since. So I think just love is love, and don't worry about age. Maths is not staged whatsoever. You are 100% yourself during the show. Yes, the producers kind of manipulate the questions a little bit and they kind of urge you through a storyline, but that's what happens is the night before you'll get an itinerary for what's happening the next day. You'll always do good mornings, you'll always do good nights, and the producers and camera crew are always friendly and respectful and funny.